Games fan or you're somewhat involved in the Hunger Games fandom, you've probably heard the debate on whether Katniss should be considered as an unreliable narrator. So this begs the question, is Katniss an unreliable narrator? I personally don't know, and it might be because the definition of unreliable narrator is different for everyone. Some people consider an unreliable narrator to be when the character is intentionally misleading you, or when the narrator is intentionally withholding information to mislead you. And by that definition, Katniss wouldn't be considered an unreliable narrator because she's not intentionally trying to mislead anyone. She's just a little socially unaware. She's unaware of the effect that she has on people in her district and with PETA, but not in a way that she's intentionally withholding information to fit her narrative. The problem with that definition of unreliable narrator is there are characters in books that are widely considered as unreliable narrators but don't fit that definition. For example, Nick from The Great Gatsby. Well, Nick is considered unreliable because throughout The Great Gatsby, he uses his internal biases to judge other characters, which ends up contradicting himself. I personally don't think Nick does this intentionally, so in this specific case, unreliable narrator could also mean someone whose internal biases contradicts themselves and therefore is unable to properly and objectively perceive the world around them. But by that definition, every first-person character is going to be some level of unreliable. Some people choose to describe Katniss as a biased narrator, and I can understand that as well. The dictionary definition from Oxford Languages is, in a novel, a character who recounts events in a way that is false, misleading, or otherwise untrustworthy. It's a very ambiguous, broad definition. We can all definitively agree that Katniss's naive mentality causes readers to question the truth and add depth to the narrative. I'm not sure if it's important to worry or berate others for thinking that Katniss is an unreliable narrator, considering the definition is so broad. But let me know your thoughts. I'd love to hear them. Happy reading.